Hello, dear all participants. Today, we are going to learn how to install this QGIS software and introduction of QGIS software. Myself, Dr. Pandurang Choudhari, working as an assistant professor in the University Department of Geography. I will teach you, that is, how to download QGIS software and install it in your PC or maybe in your laptop. Before going to download the software, I will give you some information regarding the softwares. So basically there are two types of softwares are there. One is proprietary software and second is open source software. So what happens if we are interested to install the proprietary software, that time we need to pay for that software or we need to buy that software. After that we can install, means there is license keys there with the proprietary software. And in open source software, so there is no need to any that license key, means these softwares are freely available on that internet platform. So you can just go to that particular website, download the software and install it. Another one good thing is that, so you can modify that software in open source softwares, means whatever the, suppose if you are interested to make some plugin or maybe if you want to change the graphical user interface, that color, or maybe that you want to develop some your own that plugin, you can do in that open source software, but in proprietary software it is not allowed it. Okay, so for example, I will give the best example of the proprietary software is ArcGIS, INVI, then TerSat. Previously it was this was name of TerSat was Idrisi, but they have introduced that this software, that is TerSat, basically for land use land cover change modeling and image processing, like that. So these all are proprietary softwares. And if you see that the freeware software, that is, I mean to say that that is open source software, in another language we call as a open source software. So in open source software, that is Saga is there, QGIS, that is called as Quantum GIS, and this Quantum GIS is very popular software in open source because of it competes with the ArcGIS. And other softwares are like Ilvis is there, and different that companies have introduced different softwares for OpenJump. Many examples are there, this open source software. And these softwares which are available in 32-bit and 64-bit. I will tell you that is what is 32 and 64-bit. So let us, we will understand how to download and how to install this QGIS software. So you just open that your Google Chrome browser, and in that Google that Chrome browser you have to type download QGIS for Windows. Okay, you just click on that, means you have to search, click on that search, that tab, and after that this window will open, and you have to click on this first this site, that is, you can see here, this is the official site of that QGIS. So you have to just open this website in new window. Okay, so it is opening now. Yeah, you can see here that is the latest version, that is latest version is 3.24.3 is going on, and this 3.22.7 is a last release, that means that software release option version is there. And if you see here, that is download QGIS for your platform. So there are different operating systems are there. I don't know you have that idea or not about this different operating systems. That is Windows, MacOS, Macintosh, then Linux and Android. These are the different that platforms are there or operating systems are there. So that QGIS company has made this software, means this software can run in this platform. Suppose if you are some students are using Windows, or maybe some students are using Macintosh, some students are using Linux. So in this type of that operating system, you can download this that QGIS software and you can install. Here I will give the introduction about this installation, downloads, all releases and sources. Now you can see this is QGIS in OAGeo, that is open source Geo, geospatial for these are the recommended that software are recommended for regular users. Now you can see here that is see upgrades of old setup from that OAGeo 1 using repository are not supported. Suppose if you are interested to upgrade your that oldest version of your that software, it is not available. So you need to uninstall your that software, and after that you have to install the QGIS software. So if you come here, that is in downside, so that is standalone installer MSI from OAGeo 4 packages recommended for new users. So this is called as a latest release, richest on features. But you can see here that is that comes in QGIS standalone installer version 3.24, and this is QGIS standalone installer version 3.22. So this is long-term release, and this is the latest release. So maybe there is question arises in your mind, or maybe there is doubt in your mind, that is, sir, what is the difference between these two that softwares? These softwares are the same, but versions are different totally. So this is a 3.24 and this is 3.22. So if you see here, this is the latest release, means maybe there are some bugs are there, and when you are doing some task on this that software, sometimes what happens, no, that software gets hanged and it closes suddenly. Or suppose if you have done some your important work, or maybe you have digitized some that maps, and if you have not saved that maps, then whatever the work which you have done, maybe that is 1 day or 2 days that your work is there, or maybe 2 or 3 hours work is there, that will be not saved. So always try to download the long-term release, that is most stable version, and this is the richest on features. So this is the latest, but is maybe there are some bugs are there, and this is long-term release, that is most stable version. So you have to just click here, that is, yeah, I will click here. Yeah, it will start downloading. Yeah, it is started. You have to just click on here, that is keep. So there are some two options are there because of these QGIS is open source, and suppose if you are interested to donate some money to that company, so you can donate from this option, and if you are not interested, then you can close this message. Yeah, so it is started the downloading. So you can see here that is nearly 1.1 GB that size of that software is 1 GB. So it will take more time. If it is Wi-Fi is there, it will be good. Otherwise, whenever you are going to that institute, that time you have to download. If you are using that your mobile data, it will take more time. And suppose there is, if your internet connection, the connection disconnected, maybe that software will be also that will not download it. So this try to keep in your mind all these things. Let us we will see that another one, that is, yeah. So this is for Windows. See, this is download for Windows, and you can see here there are other some operating systems are there. For example, download for macOS, then download for Linux, then download for BSD, apps for mobile and tablet, or like that. So if you are interested to download for that mobile and tablet, you can download. Okay, so QGIS for Android also, all downloads. You can see here that is all downloads are there. Yeah. And here that is, if you are interested to download the data sets, sometimes what happens, no, that most of the students download that software, but they doesn't have any data set like vector and raster data set. That time maybe you get confused also. So where will I get the data? So if you are interested, you can say there are some sample data sets are available. So you can click on that option and you can download some data from here. There are some shape files are there. Okay, so data repositories are there. So you can download the data. Okay, this is data download sites. Yeah. So world level data is available, means all the roads of the world, then railway tracks or maybe water bodies or that world map. Okay, so all these data sets, means land use land cover data is also available in this all downloads. Data set, sorry, sample data set is available. Yeah, I will show you that is, yeah, you can hear that is the data is saved in github.com. QGIS sample data archive master zip file is there. So Alaska data set is there. This data set is also coming with that, along with that software also. When you are installing that software, if you click that data set, then definitely when you check that window, then automatically it will be installed. Okay, now this is regarding about the how to download the data set, the software. Now it is downloading. It will take more time, but I will show you that once it is downloaded, you have to just open this software. Maybe there are some zip files are there, and you have to double click on that setup tab, and after that clicking on double click on that setup option, then software will open, and they will ask that is accept that their rules and regulations. You have to just click on that accept and next, click on next, and lastly it will take 5 to 7 minutes to install, and after that you have to click on the finish button. Once you click the finish button, after that there are some software that logos will be created on this your desktop. Okay, so I have kept that logos, that is icon, the software icons here. So you can see here that is, yeah, where is that? 1 minute. I will show you. Maybe I will show you from this point, this tab. So you have to click on the start button, and after that MNOPQ. Okay, yeah. See, already I have installed this software, that is QGIS 3.22.5. These are the versions. Okay, so you have to just click here, and you can see there are OHGO for Sail, Grass GIS 7.8.7, QGIS desktop, and QT designer with QGIS 3.2 custom, Saga GS, and also setup is there. So don't click on any other logo. You have to click on this QGIS desktop. So I will click here, and now the software will open. Now it is opening. You can see here that is long-term release. This is not richest release, QGIS 3.22. That is, it is opening. Couldn't load plugin. Okay, no problem. So spatial return error when calling its class. Okay, it will open. Now we will install some plugins. I will give the introduction of this software. Now you can see actually deliberately I have removed all these panels because of I wanted to give the introduction how to open this panel, or I will give that brief introduction about the QGIS. Okay, now you can see here there are three windows, or else I will remove this also. So now we will see this that options. This is called as menu bar, project, edit, view, layer, setting, plugin, vector, raster, database, web, mesh, processing, and help. Now you can see when I was using that 3 version, QGIS 3 version, or maybe 2.8 or 2.6, that time this lot of these options were, or the menu tab were not available, but now they have added, that is database or mesh. These are the new menu bar. Now you can see here we will first add some that panels and this tools. Okay, so you can right click here. So you can see here the window is divided in two parts. So I will show you once again. That is, you have to just right click. Okay, I am repeating, this is you have to right click, then you can see here that is panels and toolbars. So what is the role of these panels? Means if you are when you are opening the data set, means data maybe in the vector or raster file format, when you are opening that data set, you need some that panels. Okay, so first that is we need to add, that is layer order panel. You can see here that is layer order panel. Then that is layer panel is also there. So here is a layer panel. If you want, you can keep, or else you can remove. Then that is if you want grass tool panel, you can add. Then browser panel, yeah, you can add this browser panel. 1 minute, it's taking time. Yeah, you can see here this is browser panel. Okay, so it will change that window. Then that is layer styling panel. Yeah, I don't know this layer styling panel. So here you can that overview panel, processing toolbox panel, then spatial bookmark panel, statistics panel, temporal control panel, tile scale panel, undo redo panel. So we will add that undo redo panel. Okay, so then this is undo redo panel. Then raster toolbar. Yes, this is raster toolbar. If you want, you can, or else you can remove. Okay, then vector toolbar. Okay, that is, I don't know. First we will add some toolbars, that is advanced digitizing tools. These are the advanced digitizing tools toolbar. Then this is attribute toolbar, data source manager toolbar. Yeah, so data source manager toolbar, or else you can remove, or you can add annotation toolbar. Yeah, annotation toolbar is there. Then yeah, then help toolbar. Oh, we don't know that. Label toolbar, manage layer toolbar. Yeah, this is very important toolbar. Getting my point or not? Manage layer toolbar means You can open your data using this layer, add vector layer, using this option, or else you can shortcut, don't go into layer and then again click there. So you have to just click here, vector data. So you can go to into your folder, select the file, and you can open the data. So this is one of the important point. So again, there is a map navigation toolbar is there also. This is very important, map navigation toolbar. This is called as a map navigation toolbar. This is called as a which toolbar? That is a manage layers toolbar. Manage layers toolbar, map navigation toolbar, then mesh digitizing toolbar. Okay, if you don't want, you can remove that. We don't want that. Also, that is annotation toolbar. Yeah, we don't want annotation toolbar. Then yeah, plugins toolbar. This is also very important, plugins toolbar. Or else, if you don't want, you can do project toolbar. Raster toolbar is there. Okay, we don't want that is snapping toolbar. This is very important because of when you are going to digitize, no, that is common boundaries of the two districts. Means whenever we are digitizing the two districts which are very close, they are adjacent. That time we are keeping that boundary between these two districts is common. That time we need snapping toolbar. So this is snapping toolbar. Okay. Then vector toolbar. Yeah, this is vector toolbar, and this is wave toolbar. If you want, you can add this is wave toolbar. Now these are the toolbars. Okay, toolbars means what? That lot of that options you will get in that toolbar. These toolbars are now inactive. Why it is inactive? Because of we have not added any data. When we add the data into this GUI, that is graphical user interface, means in this window, that time this toolbar will be activated. Now let us discuss that is this about this tab. Okay, so here that is project. What is the use of this project toolbar? Menu bar. If you don't want this file, okay, first of all I will give the introduction about this is data display window. This is a data visualization window. Okay, these are the menu bar, these are the toolbars. Okay, now we will see here that is these are the layer order. Here the layer order is blank because of we have not added the data. Okay. Now once we add the data, so we will add first the data. So how to add the data? You have to just, these are the two options. This is used for the vector. See, whenever you are not understanding any that tab, no, you need to just go with that tab. You have to keep your cursor on that only that button. So it will display that is add vector layer. And if you are interested to using this if you are interested to use this option using your keyboard, so then you just click on that Ctrl plus Shift plus V. So it will be automatically Ctrl plus Shift plus V. See that is Ctrl plus Shift plus V. See that. I have clicked, means I have used my keyboard, so this window has opened. Now we will add the data first. Okay, we will add the data. So you have to click on, see, if you are opening shape file, that is point, line and polygon, that time you have to use this option, that is vector data option. If you are using satellite imagery, means you are opening satellite imagery, topo sheet, aerial photograph or any other that scanned map, that time you have to use the vector button, as a raster button, that is, this is the raster option. And now I am opening that this shapefile. Okay, shapefile is in point line polygon. So don't change anything in this in upper part. You have to click on this source vector database. So there are three dots are there. You have to click here, three dots, and so I have kept my data set here. That is, let me check 1 minute. Yeah. Okay. Okay. This teaching material. Yeah. Data. Okay. Suppose. Yeah, 1 minute. So this is, suppose this is the boundary of that. This is the sample data set which I have downloaded from that same website, that is UJS software website. So you have to, once you click the data set, and please kindly keep in your mind that whenever you opening the data set, always select the .shp file, that is shape file, and you have to just click open. So once you click that open button, so this data will be displayed here, means that information of regarding the data will be displayed here, and you have to just click add. Okay, and close. Now see, for sample purposes I have opened this data. Okay, now you can see here. Okay. Okay. Now this file is opened now, and if you want to check and uncheck, means you want to hide or uncheck this layer, you have to just click here. If you want display that shapefile, you have to just click here. Okay, you can do in this using this layer order panel. Okay, already I have given the information regarding the panel. Now I will give some introduction regarding this menu tab. Okay, once you open this file now, that some of the this toolbar will get activated. Okay, now this is the project. In project there are number of that options are there. New, suppose if you don't want this window now and you want to open that is blank window, so you have to just click here, and when you click here that software will ask you that whether you want to save that file and as a new project. So if you click on discard, means no, and save, if you click on save, so then yeah, this here discard means you don't want to save, and save means what, your file will be saved in wherever you give the path, or if you want to save as a project, you can save. Okay, but I will continue, I will not take that new window. Now here, that is new from template, that is you need not to click on this option. So that is open. Suppose if you are interested to open your data set, okay, so you can go through this, but before opening the data set, you have to save this data set or discard this data set. Means you have opened this data set or this shapefile using this option. Instead of that, you can go here, project, open folder, select the data set, and you can open. Okay, that is open from Geo package, PostgreSQL. These are the advanced options. Okay, first you need to learn basics, and after that you can go for advanced. Then open recent data set. Suppose, see, actually I have this, means I have not worked, means last 3-4 months I have not worked any for any study area, or I have not prepared any that practical part in this QGIS software. That's why it is not showing. Suppose yesterday or day before yesterday you have worked for 2 3 the different projects, that project will be displayed here. And if you want to open that same project, so here now the software will provide some links, means whichever the project which you have worked. So you have to just click on that project. Maybe there are different projects are there, you are in one day you have opened that 10-15 pages for that different projects or different shape files, so that you can see here and you can open that whatever that project you want. Then if you want to close this software, you can do this here using that exit QGIS, or you can close this project also. If you want to save this project, you can save. If you want to save as, you can save as. You can use this option, that is save to. Save to templates, geo packages. So these are the advanced options. So basically now you have to use these buttons, that is save and save as. Properties are there. Then snapping options are there. Already I told you that snapping option or snapping taken that toolbar. So then import export. Suppose if you want to export this data, okay, so you can export, okay, export map to image, export map to PDF, okay, export project to DXF file, import layer form. If you are interested in import the data set, you can import. Okay, now here new print layout, new report, layout manager and layout. Now this new print layout means what? Suppose you have prepared the map and you want to prepare a final, means you have done some work here, that is, for example, if I click on that 1 minute. Yeah, it is 1 minute. 1 minute. Yeah, we are just continuing. So here now, instead of that layer order panel, you have to select that layer panel only. Okay, so in layer panel now, you can see here this is the layer panel. So once you click here now and click on properties, you can change the color here. That is, if you don't want this color, if you want this green one, so you just apply and okay, so the color of that shape file will be changed. Now you can see here, that is yes, we were discussing about, that is project. Okay, so project no, and suppose if you want to prepare a map, then you have to click here that new print layout. Okay, you have to just give the name, that is AA, and suppose I have given that any name, that is ABC. Okay, so that new window will come, and after that you have to just add map. So here you just drag, so that map will be added. After that you can give the title, then scale bar, then legend and author and everything. So if I cut this, okay, and if I go here that project, and here is layout, you can see why I have created that use this new print layout and given ABC name. No, suppose if you cut that window, and if you want to again open that window, so you have to just click here. So new report is, don't do this new report and layout manager, so you just come here and that is click on that layouts ABC. So once you click here now, so whatever that you have created now, that will be automatically saved, and in the next time when you will open that software again, no, so that same in the next way again there will be a layout in layout option, that your file will be there, that is ABC for preparing of that maps. So this is the basic introduction about the project, that tab, menu tab. Then here, that is undo redo. Suppose you have some digitized some points or maybe some lines or maybe some polygons, and if you want to see that what I have done in the last before the 2 steps, you can do, that is undo, or maybe you have done mistake, no, you have to undo, so then your digitization will go back. Okay, or redo means further also. So cut features, copy features, paste. This is the basic, means edit. Edit means what? whatever you want to do the edit now, that is add polygon feature, add circular string, then add circle, add rectangle. If you want, you can do this type kind of that work here. That is text annotation, form annotation, HTML annotation, SVG annotation. Different that options are there. When you familiar with this software, or whenever you are going to when you play with this software, no, you will get a lot of knowledge regarding this all these options. But in the introduction of that QGIS software, I am just telling you about that how brief introduction of the QGIS means what are these menu bars and how to use these options. Now here, that is same we have used, that is new map, print composer, then this is new map view, new 3D map view, pan map. Suppose pan map means what? Suppose if you want to you have to click this hand option, that is hand option, and that is you can move this map upside, downside, left side, right side. This is the use of this option. Okay, so now again you can click on that any other option, so that will be removed. So now here view, so you can see this is zoom in, zoom out. Okay, zoom in means what? When you click on that option, no, when you click on this map, no, it will be zoom in, means you are going inside that map, and zoom out means that is yes, you are bringing back position of your that map. Then this is identify features. If you want to see that what is given in this map, so you click here, that map will be get selected. This is the boundary 2004 550. So whatever the information which you have given, that is the elevation is 550. So means the information regarding the save file and what are the attributes are there, that will be shown in this identify results. You don't want, you click, that is outside. Okay, yeah. So that then view, then map, and then layout, then measure. If you want to measure the length of that road, or measure the length area of that polygon, you can do. But before measuring the area of polygon or the road or maybe that any river, you need to convert your geographic coordinate projection into projected coordinate system. Okay, because of projected coordinate system in meter and geographic coordinate system in latitude, longitude. I hope you got my point. Then statistical summary, that is whatever that means, if you want to calculate the mean, median, mode, standard deviation, like that, this kind of that statistical that parameter you can calculate using this option. So that is zoom full is there, zoom to selection, zoom to layers. These are the different options are there. Then layer visibility is there, show all layers, hide all layers, like that. Okay, so these are the panels. Already I told you that is panels. Either you can go from this option, or else you can go in the upside and click on right. Click right. Okay, so here you can click right, so that automatically that this panel that window will open. In that window you will see that two options, that is already I shown you. 1 minute here. Yeah, you can see this panels and toolbars. This panels you can open from here also, that is view, then panels. See, processing toolbox panel is there, layer panel is there, and browser panel is there. Okay, 3 panels I have opened here. So this is called as a panels. The 1, 2 and 3 panels are there. Okay, so view and toolbars again. So you can open toolbar means using this option also, or that option also. So toggle full screen mode is that, F11 toggle panel visibility. So these are the options, different options used for different purposes. So you should check, or you should do yourself and see that what is happening inside on your that software screen. So layer. So here that is data source manager, then create layer. If you want to create a point line polygon file, then you can create, means you have to just click on create layer, and create layer, that create new shapefile layer. Okay, and here that new shapefile, and these are the options which are based on new mesh layer. Means what? If you want to divide your that shapefile into various that grids, so you can use this new shapefile layer. So these are the advanced option, that is new specialite layer, and like the new GPX layer is there. But basically initially you have to prepare first, that is new shapefile layer, then add layer. So already I told you that is you can add your data using this option, or else you can go here and add layer, add vector layer, add raster layer, add mesh layer, add delimited text layer. So what is delimited text layer file is that is saved in CSV file format. Okay, so I will not go into detail or in depth of this all this file the types. Once you get familiar with this options, and slowly you will get understand that is what is this type delimited file is there, what is vector file, what is raster file is there. So then embedded layers and groups, add from layer definition file, then copy style. So these are the also options are there. Copy layer. So if you want to do the means if you want to make the two files of one file, means you have to make the similar file, or if you want to do the duplicate file, then you can use this option, that's copy layer. So then open attribute table. So what is how to open attribute table? You can do from here, that is right click on that file, and you have to click on that open attribute table. See, I am telling you once again, right click on this, select this file, right click on this file, and go to the open attribute table. So here that is only two columns are there. Getting my point or not? Two columns are there, ID and elevation. Okay, so maybe that whenever that population data or other data is attached with that shapefile, no, so you can see there is very big attribute table as a number of n number of columns are there. Okay, so this is layer, and then you can open that your attribute table from this option also, or else you can open in this way also, open attribute table. Okay, now this is save as. If you want to use that, if you want to save this layer, so you can use that save as. Okay, you click here, that is your layer will be saved. Okay, your layer will be saved. Or else you can go from here, save. Where is that save? Yeah. One minute. Set layer, set project, export, save feature size. This is save feature size, save layer definition, and save as QGS layer style. Also, this is in export, they have given that options also. Then remove layer group. Suppose if you want to remove the layer, so you can remove from this point. Yeah, remove layer using this option, or else you can use from this remove layer. So many, that 99% that people or GIS experts, they are not removing layers using this tab and menu. They are just clicking here and they are just removing from this option. Okay, so whatever the option which are present in this menu tab now, that is already given here also, or in the, if you right click on this now, they are already given. But I am just giving the introduction about this. Then layer properties is there. Suppose if you want to see the layer properties, yeah, you can, this window will open, or in shortcut you can open from here. Yes. Okay. Then filter option here is also there, filter option, and again here the filter option is there. Yeah, here filter. Now show in overview, show all in overview, hide all in overview. So you can do the practice of these options. You will come to know that is what are the changes happening in this screen. Now settings, that is user profiles are there. So now in previous QGIS softwares, this version was not there, but now this is user profile. You can set your that user profile also, okay, and you can create your user profile. Then style manager is there, custom projection is there, keyboard shortcuts are there. If you want to know that keyboard shortcuts, suppose see many times that is when we are digitizing in ArcGIS, no, that time we are using the shortcuts, okay, for fast doing of digitization. So here also they have given that shortcuts, interface customization options are there, okay. So you can open this window and you can check this all these options. Now this is the setting and this is the plugin. This is one of the very important that option, that is a plugin. So manage and install plugins. So what is mean by manage and install plugin? That is, see, if you have used that ArcGIS software, no, in ArcGIS software, no, there are a lot of that means options are available, or else you can in the right side or any that near to that menu tab in the blank space, if you click on right side that ArcGIS, you can see there are number of that toolbars are there also, and many that tools are available also in Arc Toolbox window. But here, no, in RGI, in QGIS, if you want to use that particular that option or particular tool, you need to install the plugin. And in QGIS, they have given the name that is plugin. So some of the plugins will come along with this software, but other plugins you have to install. For example, manage and install plugin. If you want to install the plugin, that time you should have the internet connection. Otherwise, that plugin will not be installed. Okay, so you have to just click on that manage and install plugin. So now it is connecting to the internet, and it is connected to internet. Now the new window will open. Yeah, this window is opened. Now we can see here there are different options are there. All installed, not installed, installed from zip, and settings. So we are interested here not installed and installed. And all means that all installed and not installed. The plugins are given here. See that number of plugins are there. Thousands of plugins are there. And need not to install that all that plugins. Whatever the plugins you required or that you need to install. Okay. So now if you see here, these are the install the plugin. These are the install the plugin. And if you uncheck these options, that plugin will automatically remove from this graphical user interface or this toolbar window. So that is, for example, see here, the changes which are occurring on that main, this one, you can see here. Most of the plugins, they means it is removed. Now, yeah. So now you can see here. Getting point or not? Meta search catalog client. This plugin was an instance, it is disappeared, but when I click here now, it is open. OSM. So I have installed this OpenStreetMap information. This is OpenStreetMap information. Processing. Yeah, processing that is spatial data. Processing spatial data. maybe my software is maybe hanging. Okay, so Saga GIS provider. Wait, it's taking time. We don't need this Saga. And spatial analysis toolbox. Okay. And topology checker. Now, if you see here, that is non-installed. These are the installed plugin. This is not installed plugin. Okay. Now you can see here that is number of plugins are available here. Suppose we want to install that one plugin. So, for example, calculate geometry. You have to just click here and install plugin. Now it is installed, and you can see here that is geometry checker, and it is automatically added. Okay. Yeah, geometry checker. And if you want to add another plugin, other plugins, no, you can do it. It's cluster analysis. Yeah, it is installing. After installation, it will be automatically added. See, but sometimes this that message is showing that is cluster analysis plugin main due to an error while calling its class factory method. Okay, so maybe it is showing that error. Okay, it is maybe in some buffer polygon features. So in this way you can install the plugin. So there are a number of plugins are there. If whatever the plugins you want, you can install and you can use that. Vector correction is there, vector, then this value tool is there. Different that plugins are there. Okay. Now I hope that you understood this point, that is how to install the plugins. Then vector, that is important option is there. Vector geoprocessing tools. Okay, in geoprocessing tool, buffer is there, then clip is there, convex hull is there, difference is there, dissolve is there, intersection is there, symmetrical difference is there, union is there, eliminate selected polygons is there. So these are the different options which we are using for different purposes, or maybe for sometimes decision making, or maybe holding that file, and different means buffer is used in different condition. Means suppose that government is interested to extend the road on both sides in 10 meter, and government is interested that to see that how many that trees are comes under that 10 meter extension. So whether they are going to extend or not, depend on that, they will take the decision on that. If the more of the trees are going in both sides, no, they will find that suitable other that way to construct the new road. Okay, or to another means to construct the new road. Okay, so for different purposes we are using these options. So these are the geoprocessing tools. These are the geometry tools. Centroids collect geometries, and then densify by count, extract vertices, multiple to single plot parts, then polygon to line, simplify, check validity, then delineation triangulation, add geometry attributes, lines to polygon, and Voronoi polygons. Now you can see here the analysis tools are there. So I will not read all these points. Mean, line, intersection, nearest neighbor analysis, some line length. Research tools are there, create grid. So already I told you that is mesh, that is create grid, extract layer extent and random points in extent, select by location. These are the different data management. Create spatial index, join attribute by location, merge vector layers, okay, reproject layers, okay, reproject layer. See that there are different options are there in 3.24, that version of that QGIS software. They have used that is different that names for that process, okay. And you can see here that is the names which are given for that these tools. Now they are a little bit different from that ArcGIS software. Then topology checker is there, means once you digitize that file, there are some errors are there. For example, this one, which one, that is overlapping, or maybe means sometimes what happens that you have digitized lines behind that destination point. So then it is called as a different names are there in GIS. So that to remove these errors, we are using the topology checker. Then check geometries are also there. Then raster, in raster calculator is there, align raster is there. And the important point is that when you are doing georeferencing, no, so that georeferencing is given here. That is georeference. If you just click here, then this georeference, so you need to add your toposit using this raster option, and after that you have to take this add point, give your latitude longitude on 4 sides, and after that you have to check that whether your RMSE, that is root mean square error, is less than 1, then definitely that georeference or the coordinates which you have assigned for that particular point is correct. Okay, so we will see in another time, that is georeferencing. Then raster, in that is analysis. In analysis, see that is aspect, then field data, and grid, then grid data matrix. So these are the some proximity analysis is there. Then roughness, see slope, how to prepare the slope. You know that slope in geographers, maybe they are preparing that slope map in basically in 2 units, that is in degrees, and another one is percentage. Okay, then projections, assign projection, extract projection, wrap projection. Wrap projection is what? Warp projection means what? When you are changing the projection. Suppose if your file is having geographic coordinate system, and if you want to assign that projected coordinate system, that time we are using this option. Okay, so in projected coordinate system, we are assigning that is UTM zone. Okay, so there are, you need to go through, you need to read this UTM projection, because of in UTM projection that world has divided into different parts. So in our Maharashtra, or maybe that is central part of Maharashtra, or western part of some part of Maharashtra, which was in 43 zone. Okay, now this is miscellaneous, that is build virtual raster information merge, build overviews, and tile index. Then extraction, clip raster by extent, clip raster by mask layer, contour, and conversion is there. So these are the some different options are there. So you can go through all these options, then you come to know more about these options. Then database is there, offline editing database. If you are interested to do some correction in database, you can do using this database option. Then web is there, meta search, then help. Okay, so OSM information, that is OpenStreetMap information is there. Get OSM information for a point, so you can click here, you will get the information. Then mesh, suppose if you want to create a mesh on this shapefile, you can create. So you can divide that entire area into equal that boxes. Processing, that is suppose processing in graphical models are there, so you can create a model here. Okay, and after that you can run. And here history is there, what you have opened, when this software is opened, everything it can be shown here. Okay, which are the options you have opened. Okay, this is the history of that software. Then result viewer is there. Then this is one of the important, that is toolbox. See, this toolbox will be added automatically in this side. So if you want the buffer, there is no need to go into that menu bar and check where there is a buffer option there. You just click, you just type here buffer. You can see here the buffer option is already displayed. You just click on this. You have to give this boundary, then give the distances. You want feet, kilometer, meter, miles, yards. How many segments you want? 5, 6, 10. So you can round buffer you want, or which joint style is want. So that is you can give. And another one is that is you have to give the file name. You can save the file name, or you can create the create temporary file here and run. So automatically the buffer will be assigned, or buffer can be put by that software around this polygon or any line. Okay, so buffer can put you can put buffer around point, line, or polygon. So whatever that command or whatever that algorithm you want to run, okay, so you can run using shortly. So in ArcGIS this option is also available. So in search box you have to put the name of that particular tool, so that tool will be opened. So then you can type here, that is contour. See that contour is there, contour polygon contour. If you want to type interpolation, which method you want in interpolation, line density, teen, triangular irregular network, that is teen interpolation, and IDW, that is inverse distance weighted interpolation method. Which method you want? So you can click on that method and you can do this. But interpolation, you need that point data. Okay, so I have shown this is processing toolbox. It is one of the important toolbox. No need to find out that particular option. You just type here. If you know that option, you type here. That will be, you can open that. And these are also that if you don't know the name of that option, and you just if your data is raster and what type of operations can be run on that raster data set, you can just click on this raster, that creation. So that create random raster layer and create different options are there. So you can click here and you can use these options. So this is the little bit introduction about the QGIS software. Okay, and if you have any queries regarding this this toolbar, menu bar, or maybe how to add the data, so you can send your queries on this 1 minute, yeah, on this 1 minute. I will write my email ID here. Okay, just it is opening that software, or else I will open that paint. Yeah. Okay. I will change the color. Yeah. You can write your queries here. You can write, or you can send your that queries related to this software installation problem, or maybe loading of that vector raster data set. Choudhary pp79@gmail.com. Thank you very much.